You've been circling the same topic for 3 months, the way the finances are working. You've talked about it. If you're listening, something at home has shifted. Maybe recently, maybe a long time ago. Welcome, I'm Remy. This is CoParentSpace, the calm space for parents and children living between two homes. What you'll hear is grounded in attachment science and clinical research. It isn't therapy, and it isn't medical or legal advice. If you or your child are struggling, please talk to someone who can help in person. This is a quiet place to think. It doesn't take sides. Here's today's piece. You've been circling the same topic for 3 months. The school decision, the summer schedule, the way the finances are working. You've talked about it. You've messaged about it. You've sat down once at the café and tried to work through it. None of it has produced agreement, and the topic keeps coming back, slightly heavier each time. You've started to notice something in yourself when you see a new message about it. A tightening, a sense of here we go again. The topic is no longer just a topic. It's become a marker for everything that doesn't work between the two of you as co-parents. You've thought quietly about whether to bring in a third person. You've thought about it and not done it. You're not sure if it's needed. You're not sure if it would help. You're not sure how to suggest it, with your co-parent reading the suggestion as an escalation. This episode is for the moment you're in. What this episode is about. This episode is the foundation of Module 09. It addresses the specific decision, when to bring a third party into the co-parenting work, and how to recognize that the moment has arrived. Allow time. Don't ask for an immediate answer. No rush. Take a week. Let me know what you think. The co-parent often needs to sit with the idea before agreeing. Pressuring for a quick yes produces a quick no. Don't predict their objections out loud. I know you're going to say it's a waste of money, but this preempts and patronizes. Let them raise their actual objections, not the ones you've imagined for them. The medium is in writing. Send the proposal as a written message, not at handover, not in a heated moment. Sit with your wording. Send when you're calm. Let them receive it in their own time. A sample message. Hi, wanted to raise something I've been thinking about. We've been circling on topic for a while, and I don't think we're going to resolve it just between the two of us. I'd like to try bringing in a mediator. I'm thinking 3 or 4 sessions focused just on this. I'm happy to look for someone, or we can look together. No rush on a response. Let me know what you think. When mediation is the wrong answer. A few cases where mediation isn't the right next step. Safety issues. If there's any history of violence, intimidation, or significant coercive control, mediation may not be appropriate. The structural power imbalance can make mediation feel safe while actually reproducing the dynamics that need formal intervention. Module 11 addresses safety-relevant situations specifically. If safety is in question, the next step isn't a mediator. It's a domestic violence-trained professional, a lawyer, or in some cases, the relevant government agency. Active substance issues affecting one parent. If one parent is in active addiction or untreated severe mental illness, mediation may not produce stable agreements because one party can't engage as a stable agent. The work needed is treatment first, mediation after. One parent has completely disengaged, the silent partner pattern from Module 8, Article 11. Mediation requires 2 engaged parties. If one is structurally checked out, mediation can sometimes restart engagement, but often it can't. Module 17 addresses this category. A legal deadline has overtaken the conversation. Sometimes the situation has progressed to a point where a lawyer's advice is needed before mediation makes sense. A move that affects parenting arrangements. a financial decision with tax implications, a child protection concern that's been flagged. In these cases, the lawyer comes first. Mediation may follow. The disagreement is about something a mediator can't resolve. Some disagreements aren't really about what they appear to be about. I want the August week sometimes maps to I don't feel respected in our co-parenting. A mediator can sometimes work with the deeper layer. Sometimes the deeper layer is the work of individual therapy first, and mediation only after. When mediation is the wrong answer, the right next step is usually one of the alternatives covered later in this module: the lawyer, the therapist, the formal intervention, or a structural change in the co-parenting itself. The closing. You're at the kitchen table. The topic that's been circling for 3 months is sitting between you and the next message you might send. You don't send the next message.
You draft a different one. Hi, wanted to raise something I've been thinking about. We've been circling on the school decision for a while, and I don't think we're going to resolve it just between the two of us. I'd like to try bringing in a mediator. You read it back. You lead it in drafts for an hour. You come back, adjust one phrase, send. Whatever the response, the decision has been made on your side. You've recognized the moment. You've named it. You've taken the step that the moment was asking for. The mediation, if it happens, may resolve the school decision. It may resolve other things alongside. It may not produce a complete agreement, but a clearer understanding of where the two of you genuinely disagree. Any of these is progress. What's true in all cases, the channel between you and your co-parent has just acknowledged a limit. The acknowledgement is not a weakness, it's the precise opposite. Acknowledging that two people, alone, cannot do everything is what allows two people, with the right support, to do most of what they need to.
Your child, in some way they may not be able to articulate for decades, will have benefited from a parent who knew when to seek help. Not because seeking help is virtuous, because the alternative, continuing to do alone what cannot be done alone, has costs that the child eventually pays. The cost they don't pay in this version is the cost of years of unresolved circling. You close the phone, you make dinner. The next step is now in some way already in motion. That's the work the mediator hasn't even started doing yet. The recognition that one is needed has already started the work. The principle is this. Most co-parenting work is done by the two parents, alone, across years. But there's a category of work two parents genuinely cannot do alone. The work that requires structure, neutrality, or expertise that neither of them can provide for the other. The mark of mature co-parenting isn't avoiding the third party, it's knowing when one is needed. The article covers 5 things: the signals that mediation is needed, what a mediator actually does, the fears that delay the decision, how to propose it, and when mediation is the wrong answer. It does not cover how to find a mediator, what the first session is like, or the formal outcomes mediation can produce. Those are the next 3 articles. This one is about whether you're at the door at all. The 5 signals. Most parents know, in some part of themselves, when they're at this point. The 5 signals below are ways of confirming what you're already sensing.
The same topic keeps returning unresolved. A specific issue has come up 3 or more times in 3 or more months. Each time, you've tried to handle it directly. Each time, it hasn't reached a stable resolution. The recurrence isn't a sign that one of you is being unreasonable. It's a sign that the structure of the conversation isn't working, and a new structure is needed. The tone has been drifting harder, not because of one specific exchange, but as a pattern. The messages are sharper than they were a year ago. The pauses before replies are longer. Both of you are working harder to keep the channel functional, and both of you are getting less out of the work. The drift is the channel asking for help. A decision has to be made, and you can't make it. Not a preference, a real decision with a real deadline. The school by Friday. the medical appointment by next week, the financial commitment by month end. You've talked. You've each held your position. Neither of you can move the other. The deadline is approaching, and the deadlock is real. A mediator can sometimes produce movement that the two of you alone cannot. You've started catastrophizing about the relationship. The thought, "we'll never figure this out," has become familiar. The thought, "this will affect the child for years," has crossed your mind. The thought, "I can't do this with them anymore," has surfaced more than once. The catastrophizing is information. The channel is carrying more weight than it's designed for. A mediator can lighten the load by adding a different kind of structural support. Your co-parent has suggested it. They've raised the idea, however briefly, however reluctantly. Maybe we need someone to help us think this through. The suggestion, when it comes from them, is worth taking seriously. They've reached the point you're reading this episode from. The two of you are at the same door, possibly without realizing it. You don't need all 5 to be present. 2 or 3 is enough. 1, if it's strong enough, can be enough. The signals are not a checklist, they're a sense-making tool. What a mediator actually does. The word mediator carries weight that can confuse the decision. A few clarifications. A mediator is a structured listener. Their primary skill is creating a setting in which 2 people who haven't been able to hear each other can hear each other again. The setting is neutral. The pace is slower than your usual conversations. The mediator's interventions are small. A question. A reframe. An acknowledgement of what one of you has just said that the other hasn't fully taken in. A mediator doesn't take sides. They don't decide who's right. They don't enforce. They don't issue rulings. Their authority is structural, not directive. They create the conditions for agreement. They don't impose one. A mediator doesn't make the decisions for you. Even at the end of a successful mediation, the decisions are yours. The mediator may have helped you see options you couldn't see. They may have helped you understand what your co-parent was actually asking for. But the yes or no on each specific question still comes from the two of you. A mediator is bound by confidentiality. Most professional mediators operate under confidentiality rules. What's said in the session stays there. This frees both of you to speak more openly than you might in a court setting or in family elder mediation. A mediator works in sessions, not in your daily life. A typical mediation is 1 to 6 sessions, depending on complexity. Between sessions, you and your co-parent operate as normal. The mediator isn't replacing the daily channel. They're adding a structured channel alongside it. A mediator is paid. Professional mediation involves a fee, ranging from low to substantial depending on the country, the mediator's training, and the complexity of the work. This is a real consideration. Free or subsidized mediation is available in some jurisdictions through community services, religious institutions, or government agencies. In short, a mediator is a paid professional whose job is to help 2 people who care about something they can't agree on find a way to agree, or to clearly identify what they can't agree on so they can take the next structural step. The fears that delay the decision. Most parents who would benefit from mediation delay it. 4 fears tend to be at work. The expense fear. Mediation is expensive. We can probably figure this out ourselves. This fear is often wrong. The cost of an unmediated dispute that goes on for months or years usually exceeds the cost of 3 or 4 mediation sessions, both financially in the wider operational costs and emotionally. A mediator's fee, viewed as an investment in time and clarity, is often the cheapest path forward. The escalation fear. If I suggest a mediator, my co-parent will think I'm escalating. They'll think I'm building a case. They'll feel attacked. This fear has some basis.
The suggestion, badly framed, can produce defensiveness. The next section covers how to propose it cleanly. The fear in itself is not a reason not to suggest it. It's a reason to suggest it carefully. The competence fear. We should be able to handle this ourselves. Needing a mediator means we've failed. This fear is most acute for parents who pride themselves on being capable. Reframe. Needing a mediator means you've identified a problem outside your individual competence. Two people, alone, cannot provide each other with what a third person can sometimes provide. This isn't failure. It's the same recognition that leads a competent person to hire an accountant, see a doctor, or consult a specialist for any specific domain. The control fear. Once I bring in a third party, I'm giving up control over the situation. This is the fear most worth examining. It's both true and misleading. True, you do give up some unilateral control over the direction of the conversation. The mediator will introduce structure that constrains both of you. Misleading, you weren't actually in control in the first place. The unresolved topic was. The control you give up is mostly the illusion of control. The control you gain is the chance of actually resolving the thing. The fears are real. None of them is reason enough to delay if the signals are clear. How to propose it.
The proposal matters. A few principles. Frame it as collaborative, not adversarial. I've been thinking about how stuck we keep getting on this. I'd like to try bringing in a mediator. I think a third perspective might unstick us. The framing is both of us working through the problem together, not me bringing in a referee to handle you. Don't make it a verdict on the relationship. This isn't because you've done anything wrong. It's because we both keep ending up at the same place, and I want a way out for both of us. You're maiming the structural reality without assigning blame. Specify the scope. I'm thinking 3 or 4 sessions focused on the specific issue. Not a long-running thing. The scope reduces fear. Most resistance to mediation is about open-ended, unknown commitment. A bounded scope is easier to agree to. Suggest a specific person or path. I've looked at a few mediators. There's one I think looks promising. Want to look together? Or I'd like to ask around for recommendations. Are you open to it? The path is concrete. The decision isn't, should we? The decision is, which one? That's today's piece. If it helped, the full written version, and more like it, are at CoParentSpace.com. Be gentle with yourself. I'll be here next time.